I don't know if he saw me saying I'm 225.
How do you get through airports?
First, I want to say thank you to the PFUFA, my PDs that were not veterans. I want to thank everyone, my Kingsford Kirk for carding me, and man, the giant guy, I told myself I wouldn't cry, but I'm crying before I even start. But I want to thank everyone. But I want to let you guys know I've been thinking for the last few days, looking at all these faces, and it made me realize that we come from different cultures, teams, cities, backgrounds, tailgates, and personas, regalias, and most importantly, names. And with your names comes a story. Your accomplishments, your trials, your tribulations, and most importantly, your influences on who made you and who you influenced. And I have to tell you about my influences as Ray Armadera Paris Jr. and Dr.Death, and my two culture clashes that made exactly what you see. Dad, we made it. Thank you. My mom knows me to heaven. She's back in California. Thank you. My late grandparents, my late maternal great-grandmother, my late paternal grandparents, maternal grandmother from Mexico and from Guam, they taught me the one most important thing that I live every day, and that was my Roman Catholic faith. And they taught me the three pillars: faith, hope, and love. To be kind, to be loving, to be charitable. But not charitable in the sense of giving money just to an organization, but to give a hug to a friend, call up a loved one, open the door for a complete stranger, going to the 7-Eleven and telling the clerk, hey, how you doing today? Have a good day. And leaving, and then going, wow, where'd that come from? You know, from the island of Guam, we have this saying, it's called Mailata Fanboka. And Mailata Fanboka, as my grandmother taught me, you feed people. It doesn't matter if you have a fistful of rice or a table's worth of a feast, ribs and chicken. You feed people. In the Guamanian culture, you come into a Guamanian household and it's come and eat. Doesn't matter if you have grapes in your fridge or ribs, you just come and eat. And growing up, my father introduced me to the best culture, and he taught me, introduced me the silver and the black and Al Davis and his Oakland Raiders. And that culture taught me to be a rebel, us against the world. Don't take what's given you, you take what the hell you want. But at the same time, you would figure from the outside looking in, the culture clash of the Roman Catholic faith, don't still be loving and be a renegade would clash, but that's only if you're on the outside looking in. As I grew older, into my 20s, I got to meet the silver and the black and the unique characters and the names, and the Tuzaks and the Violators, and it wasn't the actions, or it wasn't the names that made their actions, but it was their actions that made their names. And the Guerrillas and who brought kids to the tailgates, and Kingsford Kirk with a name that rings synonymous with the Mailata Fanboka mentality of come and eat, come to my tailgate. I don't give a damn what color you are, where you're from, you come and eat at my tailgate. But most important, man, thank you to Raider Jerry, because if it wasn't for you, I would not be here. At the age of 21, 22 years old, you took me in, some schmuck with some knives coming out of his head, and you said, hey buddy, come here, my man. And the things that stick out the most from Jerry is he came down to my charity walks in the pouring down rain, 2 hours from where he lived, and he said, let's do this charity walk with Mothers Against Drug Driving. Let's do this breast cancer awareness thing. Jerry, you're a part of my story, and today you're getting elected again to the PFUFA. But most importantly, and I'm also missing many people in Oakland, I'm going to put it in 3 words, my Forever Oakland movement. We will stay Forever Oakland. And I want to thank you guys. An Oakland NorCal Dolphin, you are Forever Oakland, even though you're a Miami Dolphin. But lastly, I have to tell the last story from someone's actions that made their name across the country. I went to a Miami Dolphin game my first time around, and I hopped out of the car, and my feet were going one way, my legs were going another way, I'm going every which way, and in the meantime, I knocked down this feisty little woman square on her butt, and I didn't know I did that. By the time I turned around, she was standing on her 2 feet, and I said, as I always, hey, you want to take a picture? And she goes, I'll give you a picture, all right. And she put her fist in the camera with some snazzy ring, and I thought she won the Super Bowl or something, and she told me some letters, a P, an F, and an A, and I didn't know what it was. Till 3 months later, I got a phone call, and I got to know this person really well, and she had a snazzy, cool name, but it wasn't the name that made her, it was her actions that made her name, as she treated me like her son, as her godson, and it wasn't just because I was a Raider. It was because she was just a kind, unique, genuine person that we would talk when my grandfather passed away, and talk to her for an hour, and she just consoled me, and it helped me get through it. And the name that will be etched in my name is God, Mother, Raider, God. And she's been called. I learned a lot about that ring, the PFUFA, and she talked highly of all her friends here, or no, let me rephrase that. She talked highly about her family here and all the unique names, and being here, I learned something. I said, it clicked. I said, I get it now. I get it that she would be friends with all these people that come from different backgrounds, different stories, different team colors, and she would help people across the country that weren't even Raiders. She would help them for things that had nothing to do with football. And it made sense to me that the teams that we come from, the colors, what we stand for, is represented by 5 letters. And that's PFUFA. But as my late grandfather taught me before he passed away, he said to me on his deathbed, he said, son, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Well, hot damn, with all the friends I made this weekend, my future's looking pretty damn bright.